Hey guys, I wanted to demonstrate how to take the secondary mirror off your telescope and put on the Hyperstar lens. I had a really difficult time with it my first time. It has a retention ring here that you're just going to unscrew a number of times. I already have it loose, but when you take it off, you want to make sure that your hand's on the bottom of it so it doesn't fall off onto your corrector plate. The hardest part is to remove this secondary lens, and mine was in there very tight, and I ended up not knowing how to take it off, and I watched videos and read the instructions and all kinds of stuff, but still couldn't figure it out. So I started twisting this and it started getting loose, and eventually the stuff on the back side of the corrector plate fell off down inside the tube. So for other idiots out there like me, I thought I'd make this video to show you this part. See this little notch right there? You just have to wiggle it out back and forth, jimmy it out carefully, but eventually it does lift right out. I'm going to be really careful with it. It comes to this handy little holder. You just line up the edge of it, this part here goes into the cutout. Then you can put your retention ring on here to keep it secure. Once you have your Hyperstar lens, you're just going to put it on there. And again, be careful not to drop it onto your corrector plate. And it takes a little bit of patience to get the threading on. There it goes. So once you screw it on, just make it so it's snug. Don't over tighten it, because when you take it back off, if it's on there really tight, the part that's on the corrector plate is going to unscrew as well, and you have to take your corrector plate off in order to get the secondary mirror holder tight again, and that's a huge problem. So just get it on there so it's just tight like that. Don't mess with any of these things here. Some of them are for if you need to culminate it. I didn't have to do it. It was already a really good culmination. The other screw is for when you have your camera on. If you want to have your camera go in a different direction so it's not sideways or something, then you undo these. I think it's these here, ones with little white things on there, I believe. You just loosen those up very slightly, and so this will turn without actually turning the part that's on your corrector plate. And then when you're done, you just take that off, put your secondary lens back on, make sure that it's aligned, and it takes a little jiggling to get it back in there. But after you do it a few times, it'll be much easier, and eventually it gets more loose, so it's not so hard to get in and out of there. So just remember not to turn anything with the secondary lens holder. But there you go, and it works really good.